Nico Williams, another player who's just won the Euros. Brilliant finish yesterday, brilliant goal. I still believe he could end up at Barcelona, especially after seeing Yamal assisting him again yesterday. There's no way you'd want not to go to Barcelona. I'm also hearing that Barcelona want Olmo. If he's told Olmo and Yamal are both at Barcelona, surely he'd want to go to Barcelona. Unless he wants to separate himself from that, I don't know. If Arsenal are to sign a wide player, Nico Williams would be Mikel Arteta's preference. We've been told today that Arsenal now since the years are over, Arsenal now trying to approach Athletic Bilbao and see what can happen with that deal. Barcelona are obviously interested, but the only way Barcelona might not sell him is if they don't have enough money for him. That is the only way. Liverpool also wants him, but this would be an incredible signing, man. Just the pace that he has and the directness. I love players like that. Players who you can give the ball and something is going to happen. I've always said the last 4 seasons, give Saka the ball and something is definitely going to happen. Nico Williams is someone like that. And in terms of the pace and the skill and the ability and the unpredictability and all that, he's an incredible player. He's incredible at the Euros. Very, very good player. So they gave Rodri player of the tournament. Fair enough, but I do think Yamal and Nico Williams stood out more. But Man City PR and all that, I think Nico Williams and Yamal were really, really good. They were very, very good for Spain, and they've properly announced themselves these Euros. Now, the good thing with Nico Williams is a release clause of around 48 million. 48 million, right? I think it's 48 million there. That's the release clause. So if he didn't have a release clause, after he scored yesterday, that would have jumped to 100 million. He wouldn't be able to afford him, especially after this tournament. But let's wait and see. If he wants to join us, I'll be very, very happy, man. This would be an incredible signing. But let's see what happens this week as well. Now that the Euros are over, no more excuses about Euros and Copa America. Let's wait and see what happens. Let's see the comments. Thank you, Brian, for watching. Do this. There you go. How are you following? Good afternoon, Anu. Arsenal need to get started in transfer market about incomings. Yeah, now all those tournaments are over. Let's hope that we start doing the business now. Good evening. Been a while. Let us just forget about the Calafiori deal. We should sign a striker. No, we can't forget about the Calafiori deal. We have to sign him, especially after taking 2 weeks on him. You can't just forget about it. You have to get it done. And remember, there's no way, even if we did, let's say we did forget about Calafiori, there's no way they're going to say, okay, let's forget about Calafiori and go to a midfield and a striker. No, they're going to forget about Calafiori and start trying getting another defender, especially if Kivia is leaving and Zinchenko could end up leaving. They will have to try and get a defender as well. So let's just finalize it. It's already 99% done. Let's finish with it. And then there's no, but there, as I said, there's no reason why you're not trying to do other deals. I'm sure we are still trying to negotiate other deals, even with the Calafiori one going on. But no, you cannot just abandon the deal. Kunda says, thanks for the update. Appreciate it. For sure, Arsenal, we don't know what Arsenal is planning, says Mukosa. Yeah, this is the first transfer window that we don't know what is happening. And I'm okay with that. We don't have to know. As long as we sign the players, if we get surprised and we're told, okay, here we go for Osimhen tonight and we didn't know anything about it, I am happy with that. If you're told tomorrow, by the way, Watkins is signing for Arsenal, well and good. We didn't really have to know. And that means the leaks and all that from the teams that are not happening anymore, which would be great. Good evening, Jacob. Arsenal, my heart from Ethiopia, says Musa. Thank you for watching. Dauda says, Glenn, I'm confident that as the transfer window moves closer to its end, important players are going to be available for transfer. Players such as Musiala, Rodrigo, Guimaraes, and others. Rodrigo's an interesting one. Let's see how that one goes. I don't know if he'd want. I think he'll be a bench player next season now that Mbappe has gone there. Musiala would be incredible, but I just have a feeling it's too important for Bayern. If Musiala left Bayern, you'd have to pay 100 of millions, man, 150 million or something. But yeah, I think we're going to get deals done and players are now going to be available. But mostly those players who've been at Copa America and stuff, they're going to need the holidays. And we've been told that Rice is going to come back on August 5th. That is far. That is very far. That's why I don't like these tournaments, man, like Euros and AFCON and Copa America and Asian Cup, because players usually go. I'm an Arsenal supporter, I'm not an England or Brazil supporter. I want our players to come back fit. I want us to sign players, and if we can't sign, for example, Musiala because he was playing for Germany, that is affecting us as Arsenal fans. Dennis says good news. Arsenal should wait on those players that can improve the team instead of going after any player. Let's see. William says good evening. Good evening to you. What happened to Kimmich? He's gone a bit silent, but another player was obviously on holiday. But you were told that he could potentially still leave Bayern Munich. I think he has to go back to Bayern Munich and discuss it with them first. I don't think it was just immediate. Players like Kimmich are not going to leave Bayern Munich like within a day. Such kind of transfer will go all the way to August or something. Thank you, Bagav. I appreciate you watching as always. He says good presentation on this stream for the viewers. Thank you. I think Arsenal wants a number 6 more than a number 8. Part is not reliable and is replaceable. I think they kind of want someone who can do both. Kiprotich, I think they want someone who can do both. Again, it's very hard to predict what they want. He has to be linked to, I think, more number 6s than number 8s. But we've heard about players like Ez and stuff, but more number 6s. So for me, I want a number 6 for sure. Actually, before the transfer window, I wanted a midfielder before a striker, and I still want it right now. I want a midfielder first, because if Partey gets injured, again, we are finished in that midfield position. I don't want us to have to play Rice and Jorginho for 60 games in the season, every single game. I don't want that. I want us to have different options in midfield, and then we go and get a striker as well. But let's just get a midfield. I prefer Rice as a number 8. Make those tackles, interceptions from the front areas, and closer to goal. If he makes an interception, we just needs to make one pass and he score a goal. That's what the position I want him to do. And last season he had a lot of goal contributions in terms of goals and assists, so he can do a lot of business going forward. Declan Rice, so I prefer him in that position, and also taking a bit of pressure away from him in the number 6. Number 6, I just want someone to stay there, collect the ball from the defenders, distribute it, make those tackles, control position in midfield. If you tell Rice to do that, you're kind of also limiting him, because he wants to go forward and take shots and assist and create and all that. So let's have him in the number 8 position. No problem with having him in the number 6 position 2 or 3 games when you need to attack and throw in another attacker. No problem. Joel says we can't predict Arsenal future until all is done. There we go with the ones we have grabbed. Anyway, well done. Thank you, Joel. Bagger says it's complicated, but Arsenal have to get it right. Extremely important transfer window. Extremely important. That is why I'm like, there is no way, because people are like, we're not going to sign anyone. It's not looking good. Nah, I'm 100% sure there's no way these two are sitting after we just, came 2 points away from Man City and 1 goal away from making it to the Champions League semi-final, and then we don't sign anyone. I don't think that is going to happen. I think we're definitely going to get players. So hope they're cooking something. Hopefully they can prove me right, and I can come on and say, yeah, this is why I was confident in this, guys. Good afternoon, watching live from Buduburan camp in Ghana, says Francisco. Thank you. Highest quality possible is priority players that can win biggest matches. Exactly. Alicia says watching you from Botswana. Thank you. Nico wants Barca, says Lukman. Yeah, I believe so as well. There's a lot of reasons why I'd want Barcelona. He wants to stay in Spain, maybe. He wants to stay closer to his brother and the rest of the family. He wants to play the Yamal. Barcelona probably is dream team. Madrid and Barcelona are a lot of dream teams to a lot of players. So he might want to go there for sure. Alicia says, can Arsenal be serious in signing players, please? You have to fork out money if you really want to win trophies. You do. I agree. But if Bologna say they wanted 100 million for Calafiori, you don't just pay the money. You have to negotiate. You have to be like, no, we can't pay 100 million for him. You have to negotiate for sure. You can't just bend down to any demands that they have. That is something you can do. And I've always said since back in the day, I don't want Arsenal to be bullied in the transfer window, in the transfer market. We've always been bullied. We get a little money for our players, and then we buy players for 70 million. If you are signing, if Nketiah was playing for Benfica and you wanted Nketiah, they would tell us 90 million for Nketiah. So we can also do the same for our players. We don't sell our players easily, and don't just say, okay, how much do you want? 70 million here for any player. No, you have to negotiate. As I said, I have no problem if a player is signed yesterday or tomorrow. If it means, we are going to sign Calafio for 40 million and it took another 3 days, there's no problem with that. Please, I want to collect you in the news that Calafiori tendered the transfer request, says Oyewusi. James says, what's update on Calafiori? I'm going to come to him. Gary, how are you, man? Nice seeing you here. Really appreciate you being here. Hope you're doing well. Thanks, Gunners, if you get this player since Tendai. Nico is good, but he might go to Barcelona. Yeah, that's for him. For Calafiori, I think he'll definitely join Arsenal. And a couple of other players I usually see they're definitely going to join Arsenal. But the Nico Williams one, I'm not confident in that. And there's a lot of reasons why I'd want to join Barcelona. What's happening with regards to the number 9? We had an update on Gyökeres in the last video. We were told that Arsenal and Chelsea are still planning to make a bid for them. But in terms of Osimhen and Gyökeres, both of them, the fact is you're just waiting for those teams to drop prices. PSG today have said that they want Osimhen again, but they've said they're not going to pay that money. So up until Napoli and Sporting reduce the prices, we're not going to sign those players. We're not going to pay 100 million for Gyökeres. That is not going to happen. Sorry. I'm watching directly in Sierra Leone, says Yusuf. Thank you. Martin says, I believe that what Atenedu are cooking is something great. I believe so as well. I know people are like, why have you not signed a player yet? But I'm going to come in the next 2 weeks and be like, I told you guys, we're definitely going to cook something. I have no worries with that at all. It's going to take time, yes, but hey, no problem. Walker is watching from Liberia. I really appreciate you guys watching us always. We'll be back again later with more updates. Let's hope we get breaking news or something. Thank you for watching this live stream. Tomorrow, same time. Catch up with you on the next one.